morning, everyone. Happy Sunday fun day. I hope your Sunday is all off to a very good start. It would be even better if the sun was shining bright. I see it's trying to come through. So hopefully that's a sign that today is going to be beautiful and that we can all get outside. I know I'm hoping to get outside and do a little bit of walking. So happy spring. I don't even have my mug with me right now. I'll have to post pictures afterwards because we want to say hello to spring. It's the most, I don't want to say beautiful time of year, but for me, it actually is. The sunshine is out. This is where you start seeing the blooms happening and more rain and just the smell of fresh air. I think this season is actually one of the best seasons that we go through. What's your favorite season? If some of you are on, be sure to say hello. Let us know where you're from. I can't see the comments, so I'll have to go back and respond at the end. But I do want to hear from everyone this morning because it is a great day. It's spring. Although I did miss that first day announcement here. When was it? A day or two ago? But with that in mind, I've got some fun projects. Not so much spring related, but spring colors. And some of the projects you'll see posted this week will also include that. So while we're just getting started, like I said in my pre-post, we are focusing on the foam. So I hope you can kind of see all the different foams Stampin' Up! Has to offer here on the table. And while we're just waiting a few minutes, I wanted to highlight that I've got a card class this week. It's this coming Friday, and it's using the Sweet Ice Cream stamp set. This stamp set right here. Super fun. If you don't have it, you're definitely going to want to grab it, especially with summer coming. And I just wanted to show you a couple of cards we're going to be making. This one's my absolute favorite. Happy birthday with sprinkles on top with just a little fun fold opening. And then we've got a You're So Cool, kind of trying to relate this to my lime mint cucumber popsicle that I get at the farmer's market. Super cute. And then we've got another card, which is just in the works, but you will want to check it out because, of course, it's got some yummy Coastal Cabana thank yous. So yeah, let me know this week. I do have a digital version option if you just want to be part of the Facebook group and get the instructions for the cards that we make. Or if you want the stamp set, just let me know. Okay, so like I said, we're talking foams today, people. This Facebook Live is going to be a little different. I'm just going to kind of go over the highlights of the product, and then I'm going to post little short videos using the techniques with the projects that I've made. So I will show them to you because I want you to see them. I think they're super cute. But I wanted to show you these fabulous, fabulous pieces of adhesives that everyone needs in their toolkit. I also want to do a shout out to Chantel, who gave me the idea for this Sunday Fun Day. So if there's anything you want to see, by all means, let me know because I'll definitely highlight it in one of the week's Facebook Lives. So let's start with the Stampin' Dimensionals. These seem to be a basic that everyone talks about. If you've been stamping a while, you'll know or understand what dimensionals are. If you're new, let me show you. So we've got dimensionals. They come in large as well as mini. Well, I guess not large. This would be the standard, the regular size, the self-adhesive foams. One is mini, one is not. And so I've just kind of picked a couple of them off here so you can see. Here's the like the regular, here is the mini. And what they are, it's a foam dimensional that pops up a little bit. I don't know if you can see, just to kind of give a raised texture to your card. I mean, you can use it for any project, any crafting project, anything that you need to raise them. In fact, I think my husband has a package of these on his desk because he's constantly needing something just to, you know, shove in that one of those little spaces that needs a little filler. So not only do they come in regular standard white colors, they do come in basic black. So let me just show you this. Okay, see, and now I'm busting with my nails. So they're black and white. So depending on your project, what you need, and that's what these are. So the basic white, the foam adhesive sheets, both of them, they come with 3 sheets in each pack, both the mini and the regular. I'm going to put those aside. The reflection is really sharp. And so that's what these are. And they're shaped like hexagons. So I don't know if you saw that. I don't want to rip this one off only because I want to be able to give away these samples. So I don't know if you can see, they kind of bend and they're hexagon shapes. And that just helps if you're trying to move your image to, or if you're sticking this to maybe the side of your document, the side of your page. And so you can pick whether or not you want a flat edge or whether or not it matters, and you can just mount it wherever. And like I said, I'm going to show you projects later on. I just wanted to show you how these work. So again, we've got the mini and the large. And again, here's the large, just so you can kind of see that hole, that space. And then we have the basic black Stampin' Dimensionals. Now this has 4 sheets inside each pack, and that's because you get 2 of the regular size and 2 of the mini. So this is kind of a bonus. These are blended. We usually don't use as many of the dark colored ones as we do the light colored ones, and I think that's why they're sold separately. But these are great for Halloween projects or any projects that you're using dark paper. So maybe your basic black or dark navy, where you don't want to really notice the foam pieces behind it. Okay, so again, those are fun hexagon shapes, and these are a must-have. Not so much both colors, but definitely have some of them in your toolkit. When you're starting off, you might just have the regular ones, but put on your wish list the mini ones because they all have their own purpose. I mean, you can always cut your large ones into smaller, but sometimes it's a little pain in the butt. So make sure you mark those on your list. Okay, so again, those are what the 2 colors look like in case you missed it. And again, I'll post pictures throughout the day. Okay, next we have the full sheet adhesives. So I don't know if you can see that. This is about, let's see, these are just over 4 inches. So 4 1/4 inches by 4 1/2 inches are these sheets. And so they do go nicely through the cut and emboss machine. You can use them for anything. You can cut out any sort of shape, any dies through the the cut and emboss machine. You can use your letters. Those work fabulous in here. And like I said, just any shape at all, for any reason that you would need to cut up a full sheet foam. This is your pack. And so this actually has quite a few in it. I don't know if you can see that. There's actually 6 sheets within this package. They are very reasonably priced, so you'll want to make sure you add those to your craft kits. Now I'm saving the best for last because these ones are my absolute favorite. These are the foam adhesive strips. And so these are double-sided, just like the rest of them. But they're a little thicker. So I don't know if you can kind of see the thickness there. So these are actually a little bit thicker than your normal dimensional. They're probably about the same thickness. No, actually, they're even thicker than the foam sheets. And so depending on what your project is, you may want something more thicker and you may want something more thin. So again, you can cut all of these up to what you want, but it's kind of nice having these already pre-done. And so these strips are really long, actually. So I don't know if you can see, that is actually 9 1/4 inches long, border to border. Oh, and then we've got it as just under 3 inches. So 2 3/4 inches wide. And again, 2 come in one package. So you do get multiples. And again, a staple in your toolbox, because depending on the project that you're going to make is going to depend what adhesive you need. And by having all of these, they do just tend to help with your projects to make things go speedier. By all means, there's ways around it. And you all know that. You can be thrifty using some of the other pieces, but I do feel there is a purpose for each and every one of these. Okay, so let me kind of show you some tips and tricks that I know work very well with these products. So this is our pick a tool. I don't know how many of you have it. If you do, do a shout out. Let us know how you love it. But these are dual-ended. This is a dual-ended tool. It has a little lock on it. And so all I'm doing is twisting and pulling. So on one side, we've got, these are our little stylus tools. I have it in kind of a larger size and a smaller size, sticking it in and locking. And then this tip is the brush tip, and this just screws in. So this is one option, but of course I want 2 because I don't want to have to be taking them out all the time, but they do come with all the attachments. For this one, I've got the pokey tool. On the other side, I've got the little spatula flipper. So I'm just keeping that on the inside. And then on this is the picker upper. It's just a little kind of gooey thing that allows you, like, makes it easy to pick up, you know, little tiny things like sequins or little gems. And that's what that is. Okay. So I'm pulling this out because I want to use this little tool. So you saw me kind of struggle lifting off peeling the little pieces. Let me show you some fun little tricks. And I'm gonna like stress out some people because I'm wasting them. I don't actually have a little project to put them on. But all I'm doing is poking my little tool in there and I'm pulling out, and the whole thing comes out just like that. Now the trick is to kind of pull kind of away from where they're all sticking. Voila. And you see how easy that was? And all I did was poke 2 out. Now you're going to use the same tool just to kind of push in and lift out to get the toppers off. And just like that, both toppers are off without struggling. So if you're someone who doesn't have nails, this tool works fantastic for these dimensionals. So that's one of the quick tips. And like I said, for some of the projects, I will do little quick walkthroughs so that you can see what's all involved. Now, the next one I want to show you is the full sheet. So these are the full foam adhesive sheets. I was inspired by this sign that I made, Eat More Tacos. I don't know about you guys, but I get inspiration from everywhere and anywhere. It could be at my kitchen table. It could be watching TV. It could be anywhere. So today's inspiration came from this Eat More Taco sign that I made, thanks to my dear friend Connie. Shout out to her who got me doing some chalk art. So with that in mind, I'm just going to actually push this aside so you can somewhat see it. Eat More Tacos. I wanted to make a card that looked just like it. And here's my card. So this is a fun, the new Nature's paper. I can't remember the full name of it, but this is something that's pre-orderable. It's going to be in the next catalog. Fun paper, and then Eat More Tacos. So this is using the words that is for the die cut machine. Not words, sorry, the letters. They're called the Playful Alphabet dies, and you get all kinds of them in there. So I just wanted to show you, this is done simply. So there's actually no pop-ups, no dimensionals anywhere in this card. It's just flat. And you'll see, I'm going to post a picture doing the very same card on the Facebook page. I just haven't quite finished it yet, but I wanted to show you how different it can actually look when you pop it up. So although it's both Eat More Tacos, and yes, I use different colors, when you look at the side, I've actually used the foams to cut out the letters. Super easy. You cut out the letters in the foam, you cut out the letters in cardstock, and then you've got your fabulous 3D letters. Or if any of you scrapbookers are out there, I think they're called thickers is the name of them, but now you can make your own. So I think this is fantastic. It's fabulous. It just makes it pop. And watch, I'm going to do the exact same raised one using this card here, just so you can kind of see the difference. So again, just watch throughout the day, throughout the week on Just for the Love of Stamping to kind of see more of that. But I just wanted to show you how fun that is popped up. Now, I don't know if any of you guys remember, but with Brenda, we made these fun 2021 little wands for New Year's this year. And same thing. So I've popped up the numbers and then I've brushed over with some Wink Estella. And then of course we made a coordinating one using Cocktails Kind of Day. So again, I don't know if you can see, this ran through the foams and then raised with cardstock on top. Now this is a lot more finer detail, so it is a little more fussy, but again, you can do it because they're die cuts that will cut both through the foam and through the paper. So there's some ideas for you with those. And that's like the full foam sheets. And so I'm not too sure if anyone else has used them or for anything else or has any ideas, but if you do, by all means, please put those in the comments. We want to hear all about them. So next, I kind of wanted to highlight again, going back to these strips. These strips are fantastic. And what makes them fantastic is they are the perfect adhesive for making shaker cards. Let me just show you the card that I made with this one. And so what it is I've made a shaker card using the framelits. And this Sweet Stitched So Sweetly dies actually works the best, I think, for these frames. I'm constantly using these for them. But again, I'm going to do a video separate on showing you how to make these. But having the strips in behind is what helps square off the area in which you need to put your little shaker insides. In this case, these are the little ice cream sequins. And so having those sheets is what makes it easy to close it off square so you're not fussing with different sizes. And then look, I also popped up the little sunshine. And so because it's such a small piece, it's actually too small for the large foam Stampin' Dimensionals. And the mini dimensionals are just a little too small. They do work, but the thick strips, because they're thicker and they're automatically the size that I need, just makes this pop even more. So I hope you think that that's super cute. And again, watch, I'm going to do a quick video on how to make that shaker card using these strips. But again, these strips are fantastic for popping up. I'm using them all the time to pop up little words and to pop up shaker cards just to make it really nice and thick. Let me show you some other really cute cards made with that. Oh, happy day. This is a card I've made for a dear stamping friend. So again, these actually have all the dimensionals on it, all the different foams. So we've got a standard dimensional behind the happy face. We've got some black. Oh, I didn't use the black. We've got the dimensionals, the mini dimensionals behind here. So we've got the minis, the fulls. And then under here, because again, they're small words, I've cut up the little sheets. So although they come in the long strips, you can cut them down to what you need them for. And so honestly, I've only bought my second pack since they've come out. So it does last a long, long time if you're just making cards for yourselves and not for swaps or anything. So again, these dimensionals just make all the images on your cards pop, but let me show you this last super cute one. It's my favorite. And this is using that new stamp set. What's it called? It is called Baby Pull Toys. Now, is that not the cutest? And so using dimensionals, I've been able to make a little slider card. Is that not so cute? So I don't know if you can see here. I've also did the card upside down. If you can see here, I've used pennies and there's dimensionals holding them. And again, I'm going to post a video for that so you can see that technique. But you can just slide it. Now, perhaps you had some other fun image that you wanted to use and you wanted a little more spinnier. So instead of just sliding, you could make it spin. So watch this. Of course, now it's not going to do it. There we go. Anyway, so you can rock and move it. Just imagine how much fun some young child would have playing with this card. Heck, not even just a child, anyone. There we go. Now it's spinning, but I want it as the little slider. So again, what's allowing that to actually slide so nicely? Not only is that a dimensional, holding the line together, but it's the foam adhesive strips that I have in behind that are popping it up really large to allow easy movement of my slider. So again, it's just another one of those adhesives that you're going to want to make your project work the way it's intended. I mean, you can get away using regular dimensionals, you can, but you'll find that it doesn't move as smoothly as if you were using some thicker ones. So I hope you liked those projects. I hope you like the trick kind of using your pokey tool to get the adhesive backings off. And I hope you like some of the projects that I had and you'd go ahead and try and use your strips for the different purposes that I shared. And as I mentioned, I'm going to post little short videos for each of the projects just to kind of show you in more detail how I use those foam sheets. And if you like the idea, please make sure to let me know. Let me know, leave a comment, leave an emoticon, and also share with me some ideas that you might want to see in one of the next upcoming Sunday Funday videos, plus the projects that go along with it. I thank you so much for joining me, and I thank you for following and liking Just for the Love of Stamping. And I look forward to chatting and seeing you all soon. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Sunday. Bye.